Hey there, it is Jacqui Duran. I am going to do a training today over digital planning, and I'm going to show you step by step how I do digital planning for my Scentsy business. This is the absolute number one question that I get right now. And so it's probably best that I do a training that is dedicated just to how I use digital planning for my business specifically. I personally use my iPad for my digital work. If you do not have an iPad, maybe you have a Surface tablet or a Microsoft tablet, any other kind of tablet. I personally, before I purchased my iPad, I have the Surface Pro, and I use that for a long time. GoodNotes is only available through Apple and Apple products. So when I used my Surface Pro, I kind of took that from the days that I lived in corporate America before I officially retired from my full-time career. And I used, over the years, the Microsoft Office suite, and I used OneNote within that. So OneNote is very similar in a sense to GoodNotes. So if you're familiar with OneNote at all, this is something that's not going to be too far-fetched for you. It's going to look somewhat similar, and some of the things are going to look very familiar to you. But I don't want you to think that you have to have absolutely an iPad to be able to do digital planning. You can do digital planning from any current tablet that you have, and then just use the stylus that is compatible with whatever tablet you own. Again, though, I have the iPad. I have the iPad 7th Gen, and it is the 10.5-inch, and I use the Apple Pencil, and the one that's compatible with this particular iPad is the 1st Gen Apple Pencil. There are two generations of Apple Pencil, the 1st Gen and the 2nd Gen. The 2nd Gen is compatible with the iPad Pro, but definitely if you have one, double check before you purchase one, and make sure that you are getting the correct pencil that will be compatible with your tablet. All right, so the app that I use is GoodNotes. GoodNotes has been around for a little while, and this is actually GoodNotes 5. You can purchase this from the iStore, the Apple Store, and it is a one-time purchase, and it is $7.99. So it's very easy on your business budget. And I will tell you, for $7.99, I have never spent money that has been more helpful than this application. Honestly, I started this digital planning journey, so to speak, in January of 2020, and I honestly have not looked back. I have been a pen and paper person for years, and I never thought that I'd be able to get away from it. I did not think that digital planning was something that was going to work for me. However, once I did it, once I started it, I have not looked back, and I probably will not look back. I love it, first and foremost, because GoodNotes, as you can see here, I have very many different things here. The really great thing with GoodNotes is that you can import a PDF directly into GoodNotes. One of the ways that it works very well for my business, not only because my digital planning lives in here, but one of the files here, you'll see, says Fall Winter 2020 Catalog. What did I do? I went to my workstation, and you do the same thing if you were maybe on your computer, on your desktop, right? And perhaps you've downloaded the PDF version of the catalog. And maybe you, in years past, you've used that to send out to customers, team members, things like that. Now we have that great option of being able to go to our website and do the shoppable catalog. So if you're not familiar with that, go to your website, scroll down until it says View Our Catalog, click there, and that is the link that I would encourage you to use. But of course, if you want to download the PDF version and send it out, do that. Do what works for you and your business. But it's really, really great because, again, I'm using this for my business, and I'm not always at home in my office working. And so when I need something very quickly, even if I'm on the couch and maybe I don't want to look something up on my website or in the workstation, all I have to do is go into GoodNotes, open this up, and I've got a digital version of the catalog right here for me to reference. I can use this to create images. I can use this to send out. I can crop pictures, things like that, everything, all the things, right? That's one of the reasons that I love GoodNotes is, like I said, you can import your PDF documents in there. And I have a couple planners that I started with. But I will say the one that truly I have been sticking with is one that I purchased just from an Etsy seller. And you can, when you first download GoodNotes, I mean, obviously you'll see I've got files here and folders, right? But when you get it, of course, it's going to be empty and you'll just have this new here. When you click on that, you can create a new notebook, a folder, an image, so you can import that from your photo library. You can scan documents, you can take a photo, you can import, again, like we just talked about, import a PDF into here, or you can take a quick note. So think of that like I use that more or less as a post-it note. So maybe I'm on a phone call, or maybe I'm, I don't know, sitting on the couch and I've just gotten a message and it's my dentist's office and I need to make an appointment. I want to take a quick note. I just pull this up real quick, make my note, and then I can work from there. And then I delete it when I'm done. But if you want to create your own planner from scratch, you can certainly do that. And I'm going to show you very quickly how to do that without actually buying a planner, okay? You can, I'm going to click there where it says notebook. You can see I can create my own cover. I can pick a color. I can pick a design, whatever I want it to look like. Let's just pick these flowers. Then what I want to do is I want to go into the paper. You'll see I've got the option of blank, dotted, squared, ruled, wide ruled, writing paper. And then down here you'll see I actually have some planner options that it gives me, and I can title this if I want, but for now I'm just going to hit create. There's the cover I picked. If I swipe, it's going to pull up that first page. Now there is no second page yet, right? But you'll see as I just kind of hold and drag, it says release to add a page. So that's how, what is so great about GoodNotes is you can literally add page, 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 and keep this going as long as you need. So you can actually create your planner directly from here. Directly from here. This one is a week by week or a weekly view. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I actually went onto Etsy. I found an Etsy store that I really, really liked. I liked their style of digital planners. I bought one. I want to say it was like around the $5 range. Again, one-time purchase. And it's from a company called Star City Designs. So if you want to get on Etsy and search Star City Designs, StarCity Designs, that's where I actually got this particular planner from. So what I have done, let me go back here and show you. This planner just came, again, everything was not done. So I have done all of this. I just created a cover page. But along the top, you'll see I've got all of my months, January through December. And then along the side, I've got tabs. And these are all hyperlinked. So if I click on any one of these tabs, it's going to take me directly to that section. I have just named my section Leadership, Coaching, SFR 2020, Atomic Habits, Month End, and Training. So this is where literally all of my business things live, okay? Okay, so I just created a couple beginner pages. This kind of came in it. There was a habit tracker that came with it, and that's originally why I got it, because I come from the world of bullet journaling and habit tracking and things like that. So it was something that I thought I was going to use a lot. I honestly don't use it anymore. But if this is something that works for you, then look for a planner if you want to purchase one or if you want to create one. This is a really great way to do it. So what I did, again, this is obviously this is my business planner, right? So these are the atomic habits. Yep, atomic habits. These are the things that I want to do every single month. And so you'll see that when I used this in January, when I was originally starting digital planning, that I actually used this to kind of track to make sure I was doing the things that I wanted to do throughout the month. And so if habit tracking is something that you feel will work for you, then set something up like this. So hopefully that's a good little indicator. Then you'll see it just hops into the months, and every single month I just create a new one. This particular planner has a month at a glance view, and then it actually goes into week by week views. So that's how I originally started setting mine up. I did this for, or have been doing this, like I said, since January. So there was my January, there's my February, there's my March. I'm just tapping along the top here, and that's hyperlinking me to each one. There's my cover, or my monthly overview for April. Then we've got May. Sorry, I don't know why it's taking a second there. There's May. There's June. As soon as it pulls up. My goodness, so sorry. Okay, there's June. Here's July, last month. My goodness, come on. There was my month at a glance last month. And here we are in August. All right, so it is August 16th. So I'm just going to run you through. And again, each month is the same, right? For this planner, it all starts out the same. So again, this is blank when I first get to it. I just literally create all of these things. So this is how I created my overview of the month at a glance. August, it started on a Saturday, so I kind of had to fill in here in the front. So every month for my team, I actually give a new theme. So my theme for the month is Advancing in August. That's for the theme for my team. And then, of course, Hello, Star Director is where I'm headed, and also Walt Disney World is where I'm headed. So I kind of wrote that in. And then it kind of goes into week by week by week. Okay, so here was the first week. This planner that I purchased, again, it has the week at a glance, but it separates each day into 3 different slots. And so because I'm silly like that, I name my mornings pre-game, my work hours are during the day, and then post games, that's kind of usually, you know, into the evening. And I originally started this only using it just for business, but I've kind of over time, because I found that I started utilizing this for both life and business and kind of putting everything together. So some of these things actually have my real life stuff in it too. So it's not just work anymore. But one of the things that I truly, truly, truly recommend to everybody is doing a daily tracker of your stats. Now, your stats, the things that you want to track, may look completely different from what I currently track. But the things that I track every single day is I track my own personal PRV, my team wholesale volume, my group wholesale volume, how many active frontline I have, how many team members I have personally sponsored, how many are in my team, and how many are in my group. Every single day I do this. So for me, that is an atomic habit. And it's just something that's the first thing of my day. Like even before I start actually working my day, I at least will pull up my workstation and I will track. So that's the thing that you see with my planner. And I'll show you how I created that in just a second. But then I kind of go in and I really try and plot out my days. Some weeks are more chaotic than others. Here we are on this week here. There's been a lot of stuff happening this week. So this is just kind of how my week has gone down. And you'll see, like I said, every single day I am tracking these things. So it helps me to stay on track, and it helps me to know exactly where my team is every single day. Okay. And you'll see in here, I've got some pictures that are directly from my camera roll. A lot of this is me just drawing. Some of these are stickers. And images and just doodles or what have you, right? So I'm going to show you very quickly how I do that. So let's go ahead and go to next week, right? So Sundays for me, I'll go back here for just a second. Sundays for me, in my post game time, this is where I kind of come in and I sit down on Sunday evenings, and I will sit down on the couch normally with my husband. And while he's watching whatever, I am planning my next week. So that's when I would kind of swipe over and have this ready to go. Now, at the beginning of every month, I already do this little tracking, and I will show you how I do that. Let's go ahead. So here's September. Let me go ahead and just show you how I do that, because I know that's going to be a big question that I'm going to get. So I can go back into here and I can find, I have a folder that I just started saving stickers to, okay? And I actually have it kind of pulled up here, but in here is where I've just saved all of my digital stickers. Now you can go on to Etsy, you can purchase digital stickers. I have done that a few times. Some of these are purchased ones. But I will tell you, there's a really great way to do this as well. And let's go ahead and let me show you that now. Pinterest is your friend. Pinterest is your friend. And so if you hit the search on Pinterest, I'm going to come up here. Look, I already have it so you can see. Okay, so free printable stickers. Actually, let me redo that search. I'm going to say digital planner stickers. There we go. Okay. That's usually a better search for me. You can see some of these you might find will be very helpful. Some of these are just ads. I kind of scroll by those. This is a really good one here, Planner Deli. These are really great stickers. I actually use these a lot. So let me just show you how I do this. So you do the same thing if you were on your phone or if you were on the computer. But the three little dots up here, if I click on that, it gives me more options. I can download image, copy link, or report pin or close. I'm just going to download the image. What that does is that's going to actually save it directly to my camera roll. So let me go back and I'm going to open up GoodNotes again. This is my sticker page, right? I have a plus sign. So what I want to do is I want to import that picture that I just saved. So I'm going to hit that plus sign. I'm going to click on image, because that image that I saved from Pinterest is on my camera roll. So now I can go in there, I can click there, and there we go. These stickers are now in my planner. So let's say that I want to go ahead and put these stickers in. Now, GoodNotes is pretty easy to use. If you do this pin with the circle around it, that brings up all of your editing tools. So when you're going to, I want to copy and paste the sticker, right? So let me go ahead and click the lasso. Hopefully you guys are somewhat familiar with the lasso tool. It's probably the same thing in almost every application I can think of. But if I double click it, I can choose to lasso handwriting and images, text boxes, any kind of thing, right? I want to actually lasso an image. So I'm just going to do image, tap off of it. And maybe I want to come over here and I want to say that I want to print stickers on Monday. So I'm going to come over here, and that's what the lasso tool looks like. I'm just circling it. Then I tap and hold, take screenshot. I know it looks fuzzy, but don't worry. Then I'm going to click the box with the up arrow. That's telling me I'm going to export it. I'm going to click copy. Now it has copied it to my clipboard. So now I can click back over here to my planner where I was. I can come over here. Oh, let's put this down here. Come over here on Monday, and I can either zoom or paste. I copied, so now I want to paste. Now, if you click on the side here, it will pull up another crop. So if there's things around your image, you can freehand or rectangle this. So you can just kind of use the rectangle, make it a little bit smaller so it's more right around the image. Click done. Use this arrow down here in the corner, and I'm just going to make it smaller. You'll see now it kind of goes back to scale. It's not as blurry now. And so, oops, I don't want it to go down. Okay, then you can just click and drag and move it wherever you want to. If you want it over there, over there, over there. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there for now. That's how I actually put stickers into my planner. Let me go back though, and I want to show you how I actually do that tracking, that monthly tracking log. There's one here on this page. You can just do it on your own and write it on your own. But this is kind of how I, well, this isn't kind of, this is how I do mine. So what I do is I come in here and I could either use these boxes like this one with the hearts, or I could use these tags. And again, I've got my lasso tool. I'm doing images. And I'm just going to draw right around this. Now, it does not, see how I'm going over into that other image? That's okay. I just need to complete the circle. Click and hold. Take screenshot. Export with the box with the up arrow. Copy. Remember, now it's copied to my clipboard. Now I want to paste it. So I want to go into my planner. I'm going to go on to Monday. Click and hold. Paste. There's the image. So I want to crop it down just like we did before. So I'm going to crop. I'm going to leave it on rectangle because that's probably easiest. And you can just line it up. I'm just going to line it up so it all just kind of fits within that rectangle. Click done. Okay, now I've got just my image there. Now I'm just going to scale it down to where it fits into that box. Okay, so that's what I've got right now. So again, I want to write down the things, I want to track the things every single day that are important to me. So I'm going to go to my pencil. Maybe I want to make it a different color. I want to make it blue. And then I kind of move in. Over here on the right, you can see I've got my pencil sizes or my pen sizes. I usually stick on the medium, and there's also different pens. You can use the fountain pen, the ball pen, or the brush pen, depending on how you're wanting to write. I stick with the fountain pen. That's just my style. And then you use your Apple Pencil and you just write in. So I'm going to write P-R-V. Now, writing on digital, it may take you a minute to kind of get your rhythm down or what have you. Your writing style. This is just happens to be mine. Another good thing is if you don't like your handwriting, then practice handwriting. When you've got free time, then by all means, come in here and just practice writing. Find your handwriting style that you like. Active front. See, this one is missing one, but that's okay. Again, it just depends on what you're tracking. FL stands for frontline for me. And I'm just going to say group. Now, I've done this once. Do I really want to do this every single time in all of these boxes? No. But what I want to also do is I do want to make lines because for me, I'm type A. So I'm just going to draw lines across because then that way I have a line to write on every day when I come in here and fill this out. And you'll see when I clicked on that shape tool, snap to other strokes is selected. So when that's selected, if I am drawing a line and it's kind of wavy, it's going to snap it straight. Okay. I'm just going to hit undo on that one. Right. So it's snapping straight. So if you're like me and you really want straight lines, that's how you do that. Now, remember how we went to our lasso tool and we had the option of handwriting or images? Now I want to copy the images and the handwriting. So I'm going to make sure that is opted in. Just tap out of it. And now I'm just going to lasso around it, the whole thing. Okay. I've got my box. I'm going to tap and hold. I'm going to copy That is now copied to my clipboard. And now I can just kind of pinch in so I can see better. Tap, hold, paste. Then I can move it anywhere I want, but I'm going to do the same thing for each day. Tap, paste, tap, paste. You see? Tap, paste, tap, paste, tap, paste. There we go. So I've got it on every single day now, right? That's literally how I do it for the month. I do it 1 month at a time. That way, every single day, I can then go in there and fill in my tracking, okay? So we've covered stickers. We've covered how I set up that tracking. You'll see that's exactly how I did it. I just didn't stick by the heart. You'll see I just added in, I needed another space for group, but I have my lines, and then every day I go in and I fill that in. Then is where I kind of plot out my week, what I want to do, and then again, I just kind of design. And let me show you very quickly. I'm going to go back up here to the edit tool. So I'm going to take off the edit by just clicking where that pencil with the circle was. Now I can actually click on the hyperlinks, okay? And one of the hyperlinks, let's see, let's go to training. This is the beginning of my training. And like I said, every time that I am writing notes for a training, taking notes on trainings, anytime that I want to write an agenda for something I'm going to be training on, this is where it all lives. And honestly, you guys, there's really no big secret to this. It's doing the same things that I showed you how I do the calendar, right? So I'm like writing things in. I'm adding in stickers. I'm doing what I need to do. One of the things that I love with GoodNotes is I can kind of zoom in a little bit. Let's say I wanted to add to this page. I'm going to click the pencil again with the circle because I'm wanting to edit. I want to write. I'll just leave it in blue for now. So depending on how close in you want to get, see, I'm just pinching and zooming or pinching in to zoom back out. Same way you do on your phone, right? So I can come in here and I can write, just going to write reminders. I'm going to do this because I want a line. Snapped it into place. Okay. So now I've got that in there, and now I've actually gone in and edited this page, right? So this is the thing that I like about GoodNotes. Maybe I had really crappy handwriting when I was taking these notes because, again, I'm type A. Hi. I had crappy handwriting, but now I want to go back and I actually just want to rewrite it. So if I wanted to do that, I could just literally do that, right? So I can go in here and just rewrite what I wrote. Okay, I can go to the eraser. I can erase what's there. I can go over to my lasso tool. I just want handwriting. Circle. Oops, circle. And instead of tapping and holding, I can now move it. Wherever I want to move it, I'm just going to put it in right there. Boom. I've now updated that page. Like I said, it's really easy once you start doing it. Maybe I want to come in here and I want to highlight this because I'm like, oh my gosh, hello, that needs to stand out. Highlighting will always just tap, always snap it right into place. So there we go. I've updated that page. But that's what I love. And let's say that I want to go in and I want to actually add a page. So if I go to the 4 blocks up here, that's going to take me to every page. Let's go to the last page in this section. So there's the last, here's the last page in this section. And you'll see I actually have already done it. but maybe I want to add in another page behind it because I want to add in another page, right? If I tap on this down chevron, I can add a page before it, after it, duplicate this page, export it, open in a new window, blah, 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 blah. Or just trash it. Maybe I don't need that page anymore. I just want to add a page after. And it's going to ask me, do I want to save the same, do I want to use the current template? Do I want it to be a weekly planner page, a monthly planner, wide rule? Remember all our paper options? Okay, I can do that. I want the current view or the current template. All that did was just add in a new page. So do you see how this is actually expanding to meet my needs? Think of it like a paper planner, like you went to the store, you bought your happy planner and you want inserts. You would do the same thing, right? You just insert new pages. Now you're just duplicating the pages that you want so you have more, okay? So that's how we've got all of this. And again, it all comes down to how you want to organize your planner and notes. Like I said, this is my entire business here. So everything for my business is here. So again, if I want to hop over here, this is the title page for my coaching calls. I'm not going to show you the next page because it's got people's information on it, and I want to be respectful of people's information. But what I do is for each of my frontline, I put in their picture, and then I put in their contact information. So I've got their mailing address, their email address, their phone number, and then I have a space for notes. I have a space for what their current title is, you know, things like that we talk about during a coaching call. SFR 2020 obviously is where I kind of used a lot to write my notes and everything from that. Atomic Habits, those are the things that I work on for my own personal development. Month end, that might have people's info on it, sorry. Quickly skip by that. Back to training. Okay, and then I can click back up here, go back to August. I want to go back into my planner now. Do you see how this has everything I need? And maybe I am on the phone doing a coaching call and they're like, hey, I didn't know that was in the new catalog. Oh, you're right. Let's check that. I'm actually on the phone. Here, hold on. Let me check. Let me get to that page. Yes, we do have the Crystal Ice Warmer. It's $50. Oh, yeah, it's 7 inches tall and it takes a 40-watt bulb. So remember to remind your customer that if they want to get an extra bulb, to add an extra 40-watt bulb into their order. Boom, right? Everything that I need for my business is right here. All right, I hope this has helped and given you guys a good place to start.